Hey everyone, my name is Ronak, back with another video. This is the 20th video in the Getting Started with the Machine Learning playlist, and in this video you are going to learn imputation. Okay, so in the last video you might have seen a glimpse of where I committed a big mistake, which was just I made it on purpose, but that is not the way we are going to replace the nan values. When we have to handle the nan values, there are certain techniques or procedures that we have to follow. So these actually fall under the feature engineering uh, or feature scaling domain. All right, so these are one of the most crucial steps that you need to take. So first of all, I'll import pandas, and then I'll say df, that is the name of the data frame. So pd.df, so df is equal to pd dot read csv, and I'll say Titanic. Okay, so the Titanic dataset, I have already shown you how we have to download it in according to get started. All right, and also you will have it with the repository itself. So source code will be in the description box. Along with that, you will have the dataset. All right, so this is my dataset. Now considering the fact the mistake that I committed last time, so I want to check the null values. Okay, so the way I can do it is I can say isna, and then I'll say sum. Okay, so that is going to give me the number of the null values. Okay, so the cabin has the null values as 687. All right, the cabin. But for now, we are just focusing on the age. All right, age, because last time in one of our models we were actually using age, and 177 values, let's say out of, so df.shape, if we check, out of 891 is a big loss. Okay, so you cannot just drop them. Okay, like I can say df.drop na, and that is going to drop the null values. But what I want to focus on particularly is the way I can impute this. So imputation is a process where I replace these values with a set of numbers. Okay, I can use fill na, but fill na is not a sustainable solution, because let's say if I enter 0 or 1, it is not as good, because someone's age cannot be just 0. Okay, that is just sheer stupid type of implementation that you can do. So we have to work with imputation. So imputation are of many types, but we will go with the simple imputer. Okay, so before going to the scikit, I'll show you how you can actually perform the imputation using the Python implementation. Okay, so you can actually replace the nan values using the mean, median, or sort of things. Okay, so we are focusing on the mean and the median. So I'll make a function. So let's say mean imputation. So this is the name of the function. Okay, and it is going to take 3 parameters. Okay, so the first parameter that I want to specify particularly is the name of the column, so which I want, on which actually I want to perform, let's say, the imputation. All right, I want to perform the imputation. So here I'll say dataset. Okay, so dataset. After that, you can specify the name of the column. All right, so we can say column over here, and then we are going to work with the, let's say, mean or median. Okay, so this one is mean, so I'll actually make mean and specify in this function. All right, so way we do it, I'll say data set. All right, and let's say I want to perform it on the age, so I can say age underscore column. Okay, so not column, so mean basically. All right, but instead of going through this hassle, what I'll do is I'll say column and plus. Okay, so the name of the column is going to be age, so age plus mean, that is the name of it. And here the way we impute it, so I want to impute it with let's say, if I have null values, I want to basically replace them. All right, so the way I do it, I'll say data set and the name of the column, that is going to be age when I am going to use this function, and later on here I'll say fill na, so fill na with mean. Okay, and now I don't need in place is equal to true. Okay, this is fact, because I am actually assigning it to make a new column in the first place. And now let us run this function. Okay, so this is the function. So first we will have to find the mean of the thing. Okay, so I'll say mean, that is the name of the variable, and I'll say df.age.mean. and if I say mean, I'll get the mean, that is 29.6996. Okay, so now this is some kind of the value that I would like to replace with the zeros. All right, because that is a good thing, because I cannot just say the age is equal to 0. It doesn't make any sense. But mean is like the average value that I have in my distribution. So that is not actually going to, disturb the data set in the first place, because the 0 is going to yield a very poor frequency. Similarly, I can now call this function. So I'll say imputation, and here I'll specify my data set, that is df, and the name of the column, so which is age, and later on I'll specify the mean. Okay, so mean, that is the name of the variable. Okay, so this one, and I'll just run this. Okay, I ran it. After that, the way we do it, so I can say df dot head, and we have it. So age mean is the new type of variable, and now I can check the values. So are there any null values in that mean, because those, all of the 0 values will be replaced by this one. All right, so I can say df dot isna, and or I can say just let's say like this. All right, and here I can say age, and after that I can say age underscore mean. All right, and then I want to find the null values, and then I can say sum. So let's say, and so 177 values are replaced by the mean, and now we can actually check for the some value, let's say. All right, so age and mean, and here what I can do is let's say I want to extract something. So yeah, so the 888th value says true for the age being null, so that is null. So I can say let's say df dot loc locate 888, and we have it. Okay, so the age is nan, and it has been replaced by the age mean, which is 29.6991. Similarly, I can make a similar function for let's say median. So median, I can say impute. All right, and later on I can say data set. See, similarly, or what I can do is I can just use this mean function. Okay, I have made it specifically for mean, but we'll just replace with the median. All right, not specifically, it is going to be the way we want. All right, so here I can just say median, and here I'll say median, and everything stays the same. All right, okay. Oh, here also we have median. So this is the great way, and here I'll make it median, and we have it. So median imputation function is going to take the data set, then it is going to take the name of the column, then it is going to take the median, and then we calculate it. So let us run this function. Now I'll say median is equal to df dot let's say age dot median. All right, and if I check median, we have it. So median is 28, and now I'm going to replace that with the age. Okay, so considerably rather than mean, you can use median. Okay, so median doesn't disturb the distribution as much as a mean would. All right, because a normal distribution curve we want to maintain all the period of time. And now I'll say median imputation, and the data set I'll say df, in the column I'll say age, and then we have the median, that is the median that we have calculated, and we have it. Okay, so now if I check df dot head, I have a column named as age median, and so the null value was on the 888th. So I can say loc, and let's say 888, and we have it. Okay, so it has been replaced by 28. Now you have to specifically write this function. So in order to overcome that, I have something for you in the scikit. Okay, so right before we do that, I'll say df2, which is data frame 2, because I don't want to interfere in this one. We'll just keep this code aside. So I'll say pd.read underscore csv, and I'll say Titanic CSV. All right, so this is a new data frame, and now I'll say df2.head, and we have it. Now what I'm going to do is from sklearn dot impute. Okay, so this is one of the methods, and then I'll say simple imputer. All right, and now here I'll make let's say variable. So I'll say mean imputation, or let's say impute mean, because mean imputation is already there. So I'll say impute mean, and I'll say simple imputer, and here I can specify. So there are a couple of things if we check on that. So here you can specify which particular mode you want to use. Okay, so do you want to use mean, or do you want to use let's say median and whatnot. So it is known as strategy, and here I'll have to say mean. The reason saying mean is because imputate, okay, impute, we want just impute mean. All right, impute mean. And now the way we do it, so here I'll say impute mean and dot fit. Okay, so we have to fit on it, and here I'll say df2, and I'll specify age. The reason I am using 2 square brace is because I am pretty much concerned about let's say the reshaping dimension of it, because it works only on the data frames, and later on I'll have to transform it. So I'll say input. So I'll here make a variable. So I'll say df2, and I'll say age mean. All right, age mean, and later on I can say let's say impute mean dot transform, and then I'm going to feed it df2 with age. All right, and we have an error. The simple imputer instant is not fitted yet. I think I did fit it. Okay. The spelling is wrong, and we have it. Okay, so impute mean, and we have it. And now here I can say df2 dot head, and here is something known as age mean because we made it, and later on I can say df2 dot lock and 888, where was the null value, and we have it. It is the exactly same operation. We did it first with the raw Python implementation, but you can also do it the way like this. All right, so this is also convenient. Similarly, you can make, let's say, a new thing. So I can say impute median. All right, impute median, and I'll say simple imputer, and here I'll say strategy is equal to median. All right, and then so this is the first thing. Then we have to fit it. So impute median, and impute median dot fit, and I'll say age. df2, and then I'll type age. All right, and then I'll say df2, and I'll say age median. All right, age median, and then I'll say impute. Let's say impute median. All right, impute median, and here I'll say dot transform, and here I'll say df2. So these are very specific things. I don't think there is much more to teach in this. Okay, so basically I am just, the whole point is, see, the median has been 28. Okay, so the whole point of this thing is that you are replacing the nan values with actually the mean or median. So these are going to be much more better because these are going to maintain the standard distribution. So from sklearn, I can say linear model. Okay, so first of all, I'll have to, let's say, split. Okay, actually this was not the part of it, but since we have worked on the last time, so I'm going to just go with it. Okay, so I'll say first x is equal to df, and I'm going to feed it let's say age, I'll say mean. Okay, df2 age mean, and let's say p class. Right, so passenger class, and age mean. So this time we are actually trying to work with the mean. Similarly for y, I'll say df2 survived. All right, we have it. And now I'll say from sklearn. Yeah, so first I'll just use this. So xtest and ytrain and ytest. Okay, this is the standard procedure and we have covered this in the last video itself. And test size I'll say is equal to 20% with random. I want to shuffle it, so I'll say 100 and we have it. And then from sklearn dot linear model, I want to import logistic regression, which is going to feed on model logistic regression. And here I'll say model dot fit with xtrain. So now instead of using the age which had fill NA as 0 values, we are actually using the age mean. Okay, I have done imputation with the respect to mean. All right. And the way we move on with this is I'll say model dot score, because last time something score was around, I think 68 or 69. Okay, if it improves, well and good. And we have it. Okay, so there is a significant change in this one. And I can say again x data is equal to df2, because now I want to check with the median. All right, so I'll say age median, and similarly I'll take the p class. So let us check what difference are we going to get with, let's say, the median itself. Okay, so there are obviously a lot of things that you can do, not necessarily. Okay, so why I'm going to use the upper one itself. And the way I'll do it, so I'll just copy this one. Okay, so I don't have to type over and over again. And in x, I'll say x data. All right, and we have it. And model, I already have it. So now I'll say model dot fit. So now this one is for the median. All right, and here I'll say model dot score, and I'll say xtrain and ytrain. So this is not working well. Okay, but mean is working well as compared to the median. Okay, so this is it about the tutorial. Okay, so now not just this, but there are many methods. Okay, we are also committing a mistake of not including the other values that are there. So you can actually do that also, because only two columns cannot relate very well, and we can pretty much increase this accuracy with a lot of stuff. So not necessarily this is the best thing, but we are actually performing something well. Okay, we are not going with like the stupid implementation. We are just not filling the null values with 0 or 1. All right, we are actually moving with a better way in order to solve this. So we are actually performing simple imputation using the mean and the median. So there are many more things. We are going to cover that in the further tutorials. But for this tutorial, I hope you might have learned something or the other. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share the video as much as you can with the people who are desperately in the need of the learning. So this is it for the today's video. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.